Good morning, West Coast. You are tuned into Long Beach Radio. It's 5 minutes after 9 o'clock, and as promised, right on time, like a good fisherman generally tends to be. I've got Morgan Thorp sitting in the chair to my right. Local fisherman you probably know, who's planning on doing something that, well, I didn't even really know existed. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself, Morgan, first of all, so people might recognize you from a story or something, and then we'll get into this adventure that's coming up.
I've grown up on the West Coast here in Ucluelet my whole life. I pretty much just fish. It's what I do. It's what I've always done. Big time fly fisherman. I've been competing in the Canadian National Fly Fishing Championships since 2005 when it was held in Campbell River, and pretty much competed every year since then. I competed in the 2010 Commonwealth Fly Fishing Championships in Wales.
Oh, wow.
And now I'm off to Tasmania to represent Canada in 2 weeks, or just less than 2 weeks.
Yeah. So competitive fly fishing to me seems, is it like a gymnastic sort of thing? Are they judging the quality of your cast, or is it more like whoever catches the biggest fish in the stream? Like, is there 100 guys packed into a stream, or is it in a...
It's based on how many fish you catch and size of fish. There's actually a fly casting championships as well, but it's completely different.
So that's like the finesse thing, and
finesse
this is
and
the numbers
accuracy and
thing.
distance. This is actually catching fish and putting fish in the net.
Okay, so a complete fly fishing hack like me might possibly, not that I would accomplish anything probably like that, but
there's always a chance.
You never know.
Every dog has its day.
So how before we get into this adventure to Tasmania, how successful have you been? Have you had really good luck in some of these events? Or?
I have done pretty good. I've always been in the top 25 percentile.
Yeah.
I placed in the top 10 in 2009 in Fernie, BC.
Yeah.
I did well there, and always be in the top 25%. I fished about middle of the pack in Wales, which was pretty good for my
international
stage. Yeah.
Are they different about it over there in Wales? Is there a different culture to fly fishing in different parts of the world?
To them, competitive fly fishing is like hockey to us.
Oh,
it is their everything. They are the be all end all to competitive fly fishing. They have pretty much put it on the world stage.
See, I know very little about Wales, except they've got lots of sheep.
Oh, it's beautiful there.
Yeah.
I highly recommend Wales. The people are the most friendly people in the world, and the scenery is just spectacular.
Yeah, I guess it is beautiful, and it's very very creeky country, so it makes sense for the fly fishing to be.
Just amazing.
So, what do you know about Tasmania as a fly fishing destination then?
It is a world destination. It's some of the best brown trout fishing in the world. Lots of shallow lakes. It's compared to, if anyone knows about fly fishing, stalking the flats for bonefish is comparable to fishing browns in Tasmania. You're fishing for large brown trout in very, very shallow water, sometimes 6 inches and less, with their backs out of the water, just cruising the edges. So it's something I'm really looking forward to.
I know it's a fly fishing competition, but if you just saw one scoot by and you grabbed it with your bare hands, would you still be able to throw that in the bucket and get it counted?
No go. It has to have the hook in its mouth in the net, and you cannot touch it. You have to bring it to your controller for him to remove the hook to make sure it's fair hooked, and there's no barb on the hook. So no go.
Oh, see, all right. See, I'm trying to find a way that I can get in on this action. So I imagine traveling to Tasmania. First of all, actually, we should add a little more political complication to this. You're getting married on the 2nd?
The 4th.
And you're leaving on the 6th.
And then I leave town on the 6th and fly out on the 7th.
Is your wife the most incredible woman in the world?
Yes, she is. Yeah, Jody is amazing. Can't say enough great things about her.
So she's not coming with you to Tasmania? You're not tying in a honeymoon into
it or
anything
tried,
like that?
but she wasn't having anything to do with a 2-week fishing honeymoon. I don't blame her.
The honeymoon widow, I guess she would be.
Yeah, we're just going to postpone it maybe till March.
That's all right. I got married a year and a half ago. I still haven't had a honeymoon either, so
plenty of time.
My wife is also pretty amazing. So you're leaving 2 days after your wedding to go take care of this, and you're going out there representing the pride of Ucluelet and Canada in this big Commonwealth event, but it's expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive, especially Tasmania. It's estimated costs are about $7,000 for the 2-week trip, including airfare and lodging and guiding and all that. And it's one of the more expensive ones I've been involved in.
But like most problems, it is sort of being solved by beer.
Beer, yes. Beer solves everything.
So what's going on with that? There's a fundraising. There's someone's donated the Tofino Brewing Company and
Phillips.
Yeah, donated some beer.
This Friday and Saturday at the Schooner, we're having a fundraiser. Phillips Brewery and Fino Brewing Company have both donated kegs of beer.
Yeah.
And 100% of the beer sales for those 2 nights from 8 o'clock till 1:30 are being donated to my endeavor to Tazmania.
Sweet. So there's a fundraiser where you eat Chinese food and help send kids to China going on this weekend, and then there's another fundraiser where you drink beer and help send a guy to go fishing. And these are the charities I can really get behind immediately. Right there.
It's great.
That's
it's
fantastic. So there's no ticket to get into the thing? It's basically just go there, have a beer, hang out, and help.
No ticket. Just come out, show up, and drink some beer, and all the rest is taken care of. We actually have a shuttle coming from Ucluelet as well, to and from. Donated by the Surf Junction Campground, and that will probably be leaving from Murray's at 7:30 on Friday.
All right.
And Saturday if needed. And I'm just asking everyone who needs a ride on the shuttle to give me a call so I can kind of get an estimated number of how many trips we'll have to do and whatnot. So
the number is
250-726-5156.
Sounds like a blast. Drinking beer to send a guy fishing. What is this something that eventually transition away? Well, you're talking about doing fishing guiding here locally, starting this year.
Yeah, I've been a fishing guide here my whole life. Growing up commercial fishing and fly fishing. I've started my own company, Premier Sport Fishing, which will cater to saltwater and freshwater, both gear fishing and fly fishing. So
got exciting stuff going on.
A lot of stuff going on.
Can I ask you kind of a strange question?
Go ahead.
What's your middle initial?
My middle initial is actually M.
M. All right. So your blues name, we've been doing this morning, and I just had to get it. Your blues name, I'm just looking at the list right now. Jailhouse, Gumbo, where's T? Franklin. Jailhouse Gumbo Franklin is your blues name.
Very nice.
If that helps you out. Well, thanks for joining us, Morgan, and I hope you wish you nothing but success with the fundraiser this weekend, and of course the fishing and the wedding, I guess.
Yeah, thank you.
To a lesser extent, coming up. And thanks for coming in. Is there anything else you want to add before we go?
No, that's pretty good. My pleasure, and hope to see everyone out Friday and Saturday night. It's gonna be a blast.
It certainly sounds like it will be. All right, I got another fishing song coming up here from Taj Mahal, and then we'll kick it back into the surf report. Thanks again for coming in there, sir.